Hello guys, Omar here from Magic Coding, and today we are back with another video. Or actually I'm back, but you're back to follow me. Never mind, I'm back with another video where we are gonna create our wall for now. So to do that, we'll have to have our wall fragment. So now to create our wall fragment, we're gonna add our 3D game object. And how about we make a cylinder again? But we're gonna change the mesh filter again to this model. Where is our model? This is our model. As our cylinder, we're gonna name it wall fragment. And I should not have make a cylinder, but actually I should make a box, because I'm gonna have a box collider for our wall fragment. Now for our model, you put this model underscore D1. As for the element or material, we're gonna have our base color. I'm gonna leave it at green as it is. Why not? I like the green color. Do not know about you. Now we will put this a bit inside, so it's kind of matching, you know. I mean, it's not the perfect box, but it will work because it will have many box colliders. So size for the Z, I'm not worried about. What about X? Yeah, it is alright, it's on point, and Y should too. Now once we've created our wall fragment, we need, of course, to put it inside of our folder, which is going to be called resources. And we're going to prefab it. What is prefab? Well, basically now we've created our wall fragment with model, with base color, with box collider, with its position. And now if I delete it and put it again, everything that we put it in, it's saved. So no matter how much I change it right now, until I hit like apply, it will not do. So if I do not hit apply, if I delete it, then I put it back again, it's there. It's not necessary to create again a box or cylinder would have a cube, then to do this and that. Actually, everything is saved in our prefab. So what we are going to use our prefab for, well, basically we're going to create our wall. Come on. I press caps lock, so wall. I'm gonna reset its position. As for our wall, I'm gonna go to script and create a C# script we're gonna call wall. And I'm gonna put wall to our wall script. Sticky wall, wall. It's kind of rhyming. So here I'm gonna create a subfolder where I'm gonna say wall scripts, where we'll have our wall and where we'll have our wall's fragment. As for the wall, we're gonna prefab it before we will continue. So let's go to reset it, prefab it, and now we can open up our wall script. As for our wall script, we're gonna delete the comments as we usually do, and I'm gonna start things off by saying private game object, and we're gonna have our wall fragment that we have created. Then we're gonna have our private game object wall 1 and wall 2. And then we're gonna have our private float rotation, so rotation Z. And we're gonna have private integer, actually I can say float rotation Z max, which will for now be 180. That will be it for the variables. Inside of our awake function, so awake, as I said, we're using awake to initialize things because it's faster than our start function. Here we're going to say that our wall fragment equals to resources, so we have our fold resources dot load, and we are loading our wall fragment. That will be our path. And we're doing that as our game object. So we're resourcing, so we're loading our wall fragment as our game object. Now inside of our void start function, we're gonna have our void spawn wall fragments like this. Spawn wall fragments. And now I'm just gonna change update function to our spawn wall fragments like this. And inside of it, well, it's not void in the start, it's just void here. Sometimes I am a dumbass. I may say that because I'm me. Just kidding. Now inside of our spawn wall fragments, we're gonna, for now, I mean just right now, we're gonna just instantiate our wall fragment. Now how we're gonna do that? Well, we're gonna create our loop for int I. If I is less than 100, we're gonna say that our game object wall f, meaning wall fragment, equals to instantiate, and we're instantiating our wall fragment, then at our vector 3.0, or you can say transform.position. Then we are gonna say quaternion dot identity, so we're gonna just spawn it for now. Sorry about that. Oh, not quaternion dot identity, but quaternion dot elurl, I don't know how to spell this, but you know what I mean. 0, 0, rotation z. It's like this. Then we're gonna say that rotation z plus equals to 3.6. And every time we do this, okay, 3.6f, my bad, 3.6f. Why 3.6f? Well, when you put one wall fragment, and I showed that before, I think it was in our first video, put wall 1 fragment, duplicate it, so let's say this is at 0, so this is at plus 3.6, it will move exactly where it's needed, then plus 3.6, and if you continue to do that, you will have a whole circle. Now we done that. I mean, we're trying to do that 100 times. We're actually 99 to be exact. And once everything is done, we're gonna spawn 100 or 99 wall fragments. And when I do that, as you can see, we are getting our wall. As you can see, right now it has only one color, and it's kind of messed up here in hierarchy. Like, we are spawning 100 wall fragments just here, but as you can see, it is working and it's fine, as you can see. Now, first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna separate one wall from another by having these two. So we're gonna say that wall 1 equals to new game object. So this is how we're gonna instantiate it. Then wall 2 equals to new game object. So new game object, like this. Then we're gonna say wall 1, so wall 1 dot name equals to wall 1, and then we're gonna say wall 2 dot name equals to wall 2, so we can know what wall is for what. Then we are gonna say that our wall 1 dot transform dot set parent, and we are setting parent for our transform, which is actually our wall. And we're doing the same thing for our wall 2 transform. Why are we doing that? Well, because I do not want here to be like, let's say we have 11 walls. That means 11 times 100, which is 1100 game objects in hierarchy in just one line. I just want to separate that one from another. Now, to do that, we're going to go to our for loop, where we're going to check if our rotation z is less or equals to rotation z max. If that is true, then we're going to say that our wall f dot transform dot set parent, and we're setting our wall 1 dot transform, just like this. It's pretty simple. As for the rest of the rotation z, we're gonna say wall to wall 2. So we're setting pairing to wall 2. How this is gonna work? Well, basically we're setting 2 walls for 2 wall fragments. Now if I start our game, same things happen, except now our wall has two children, or two childs, which will be wall 1 and wall 2, which have wall fragments as a children's, or children's, my bad. And wall 1 is going to be one wall, and wall 2 is another. So based on where is wall fragment, it can be a color or wall that we should hit, and it can be a wall that we should avoid and not get hit by any chance. But for now, we're gonna leave it at this, and later on we're gonna spawn more walls and we're gonna clear out more levels. Now that will be it for this video. Hope you like it, and I will see you in the next video.